Welcome, amazing one, and let's solve this beautiful geometry problem together. We are given a right triangle. This length measures 10 units, and this angle measures 36 degrees. And inscribed is a circle such that the circumference is touching the triangle at these 3 points, and the radius of the circle is measured r. The question is asking us to find the radius of the circle. Is this something you can do? Don't worry yourself. I will take you through that step by step. It's just so easy. Now, to answer this question, all you need to do is to remember some theorems. Let me help you to remind you of that. Now, the first thing to remember is that anytime you have a circle drawn, this is our circle. We say that a line drawn to touch the circumference at a point. So if I extend a line to drop and touch the circumference at a point, we call this line the tangent line. And we said also, if a line from the center is drawn to touch these points, we said it's right angles at this point, and that is your tangent and the radius theorem. Now, how will this theorem help you? Anytime you see this kind of question, please target the intersecting point. Now, also remember, the question has told you that the circle is touching the triangle at this 3 points. Did you see? So you are free to use this intersecting point. In that case, I'm going to drop a line from this center to touch this point. Remember that a line from the center touching any part of the circumference is also the radius. So let's join these 2 points together. Let's do it gradually. You join. So this is what we have. Obeying this theorem, it right angles at this point. And this is also our R. So what do we think we should do next? You also observe that you can also extend from here to touch this part. So if you do that, this is what you have. So you do it this way. And this is also, from here to here is also the radius. And if this is true, it means that you observe that it also right angles here, and this is a right triangle. So you see that we have been able to form a square. If from here to here is r, automatically this length is also going to give us r, because the sides of a square are equal. And if from here to here is r, this length is also r. So what should we do next? From here to here measures r. Remember that the total length is measured 10 units. Let's adjust this. So if the total length measures 10 units, it means that here measures 10 units. And we have been told that from here to here is r. Automatically, the remaining length is going to be 10 minus r. So that when you add these 2 lengths, it gives you back 10 units. You have not changed anything. So what should we do next? The next thing to do is to remember the second theorem. And what does this theorem say? Let me remind you of that. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you for always choosing to learn through us. If you are still new, why not subscribe for the more you get? Make sure notification bell is on, because you will get updates from us every day. And if you love what we do, don't forget to give us thumbs up and also share. Thank you. Let's keep doing this to have. So for the second theorem, this is what you have. You have a circle drawn, and we are told that if there are 2 tangent lines drawn, such that these 2 tangent lines are touching each other at a point, and this is what you have. This is the center. This is your radii. This is your radii. We said that the line from this center bisects. Let's do it properly. So let's adjust this and do it properly. So this is what we have. This line at the center bisects this angle formed here. So let's join. So we said that the angle here, if it is alpha, this one is also alpha. The 2 angles are always equal. This line is a line of bisector. Now, what will this do to us? Remember that these 2 lengths are equal. Obeying this theorem, this is your tangent theorem. How can this theorem help us in this question. Now, if you look at this part, you will see that we can easily establish this theorem here. Let's go back. You observe that you can also get a radius from this to touch this intersecting point. So I am free to extend this line to touch this point. Did you see that? And remember, it also right angles here. So in that case, you see that this shape is seen here. In that case also, I am free to bisect this angle. So I'm going to drop a line from this center to divide this angle. So let's do it together. Let's adjust this one so that it doesn't get us confusing. So let's do it. So we have this. So we join it properly. So we have this. If this line bisects this angle here, it means that this part of the angle will be 36 divided by 2, and that gives us 18 degrees. So here is 18 degrees, and this is also 18 degrees. And you also remember we said these two lengths are equal. So it means that from here down to this end, which we say is the tangent, is the same as from here down to this end. So these two lengths are equal. And if from here to here measures 10 minus r, from this length down to this end also measures 10 minus r. So what do you do next? If you look at this, you see that we have been able to establish a right triangle. Watch, this is a right triangle. We have two, this and these two are equal. So you are free to use any of them just to help you find the radius. So we are going to use this part of the right triangle. Let's bring it out to half. So bring out this part of the triangle, this part, just watch. Did you see this part? Let's bring it out. So this is what we have. This length measures r. From here to here measures 10 minus r. And this angle here measures 18 degrees. And it also right angles here. So what should we do? You observe we are working with the size and angle of a right triangle. Always remember to use your trig ratio. And you know that this is the side that is opposite to the right angle. This length is the length opposite to the right angle. This angle, that is the hypotenuse side. The side that is opposite to the angle is the opposite side, and the remaining side is the adjacent side. So using your trig ratio, you are going to look at SOHCAHTOA. Now you ask yourself, which of these will I use? You see that we are looking for R, which is O, and we also have information on A. We don't need this H. So in that case, you are working with O and A. And which one has O and A? This is TOA. We are going to reject these two. So let's make use of this to get the value of R. So if you do that, you are going to have tan of 18 degrees is equal to opposite, which is R, divided by the adjacent, which is 10 minus R. Let's work this out. So from here, what do we do? Let's make this to be over 1. Quickly cross multiply. This will multiply. Remember, this is an expression. So use this to times this. We are going to have 10 minus R multiplying tan 18 degrees is equal to R times 1 gives you R. And what do we do next? We use this to distribute. This is the same as you having tan 18 degrees into 10 minus R is equal to R. This multiplies this and also multiplies. This times this will give us 10 tan 18 degrees. This times this gives us negative R tan 18 is equal to R. So what do we do next? Let's remove this negative R. So in that case, you add. So you add this to both sides and also add here. And when you do that, this will take off this, subtract is 0. And that gives us 10 tan 18 degrees is equal to this plus this will give us R plus R tan 18 degrees. And what do? We can factor R out. This gives us R into 1 plus R divides R is 1. R divides this gives you tan 18 degrees. So we have 10 tan 18 degrees is equal to this. So what should we do next? Let's take it up to half. Let's do it here. And this gives us, to get r, divide both sides by 1 plus tan 18. Divide this also by 1 plus tan 18 degrees. And this will take up this. And that gives us r is equal to 10 tan 18 is divided by 1 plus tan 18 degrees. So we have r is equal to, just use your calculator, 10 times tan 18. Do this one, it gives us approximately 3.249. Divide, do this, 1 plus tan 18, it gives us approximately 1.325. So let's divide this. We are going to have, the radius is approximately, so we have radius is approximately 2.45. That's what we have for the radius, and that is the radius of the circle. And I hope this really helps you. Don't forget to tell us how much, like, share. I'll also be curious to see your own method. Thank you for always choosing to lecture us. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Have a lovely day. Bye.